Hello and welcome, IT-TVGaming here. In today's episode I want to do something very special. Today I'm going to show you how to design a modern beach house from scratch. Now I have chosen this area just because I think it fits what I want to do very well. But first I need to do some cleaning, so I'm going to get rid of some of these trees to make some space for the house itself. Now we all know that there are many different ways to clean up, but the most fun is just lighting every tree up. I'm sorry, Mother Nature, I love you, but this has to go if you want to have enough space. It kinda looks like a real life disaster, to be honest. I'm sorry, trees. Now if you want to build along, make sure that you have actually enough space to build. You don't need a huge area like this. But I really like this area because we got a lot of water here and this is going to fit perfectly. Now I think this is going to give us enough space to get started. I'm going to start off with building a pool first. I know that building the house might help, but I'm going to start off by building a pool. Now I want to go up until this point right here because we got enough space here to actually build in the pool. So let's quickly flatten this a little bit more. Okay, now I want to start this with this one, and let's have an additional pillar right here. So skipping 4 blocks. Now we can actually repeat this one more time. Here we go. And maybe just a small pillar right there as well. Okay, now let's connect these 2 points. And what I want to do is I want to go in and we're going to create a simple square. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we need to make it 2 blocks high because we're going to place some water in here as well. So let's go in. And here we go. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to fill this in with some cobblestone. Well, you can actually use whatever you like to, but I really like how the quartz looks with the cobblestone. Now, I'm not going to make a massive house, but it's going to be a lovely little beach house. So let's add these stairs. Then maybe some iron bars, and to finish it off let's again add some stairs underneath. On the back side of this we're going to light it up, and I really like the sea lantern with this modern design, so I'm going to go for sea lanterns just to light all of this up and actually to give this a little bit more of a modern look. Then on these two we're going to add some stairs as well. Let's take some leaves and let's place it in, going all the way up just to cover this dirt up. Okay, I am actually very happy with how this started to look. I am going to add some orchids just to decorate this. Now what I want to do as well is I want to go ahead and add some stairs going all the way around, and here we go. I'm actually digging this, it's quite nice. Maybe adding some buttons going all the way up will help this even more. Let's actually fill this in. Now I'm going to use some light blue stained glass paint just to cover this up. And I'm not going to do anything over here yet. So let's have an opening somewhere near the center. Doesn't have to be perfect. And let's have some stairs going up. Well, it's not perfectly in the center, but doesn't really matter. We can just adjust it while we go. Then let's use some smooth stone on the sides. Then I'm going to place some slabs on top and just go all the way around again. Now we still need to darken this area up so that the quartz actually pops. And you will notice if you add some dark colors, it will actually help the build pop out. I'm going to show you in a minute what I mean after I'm done with this. As you can see, the gray area lightens Well, actually the gray area helps the white area to pop a little bit more, so it doesn't look all the same. Now we have still this area to worry about. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with some stone. Here we go. I think it looks much better than the dirt. And it kind of looks all finished now. Let's do the same thing over on this. Well, actually, we don't need to do it over here. Now, for the house itself, we got a lovely pool, but we still need a house, right? So I'm going to start off with going back from this point, because this is still a part of the pool, right? And we want to have our entrance leading to this pool. Okay, now from this point, I want to give ourselves two options, right? So you can go this way and you can go this way. Now let's make sure that this all matches. So we can go 1, 2, 3 on this side. Then we are going to have a pathway, which is all fine, but we still need to do the same thing over here, otherwise it's going to look weird. So this is 2. Okay, now we've got 2 stairs, one going this way, one going the other way. Then we're going to have a final stair going to, well, actually leading to our build, which is going to start from, do I want to go up one more block? No, it's going to start just about here. So let's close these 2 sides. Here we go. Now we got a pathway going down here and on this side as well. Okay, now let's take some leaves and let's decorate this while we go. Okay, and then on the sides we can cover this with some more leaves. Now let's do the same thing on this side. Now don't worry about pathways, we're going to do that a little bit later on, but I just want to have some leaves just to surround this. And make sure that you have at least 2 blocks of space when you're doing this, otherwise you won't have enough space to move around. So let's do the same thing over here. Now I said don't worry about pathways, that was for one reason only. We still need some stairs leading down, right? So while we are at it, we're going to add some leaves to cover this whole section. Okay, now can just go ahead and place these stairs again just to cover this side a little bit more. And let's do the same thing over here. Now I'm going to use stairs going up from this point again. And if you want to, you can even create one more staircase going down this way. It actually looks very nice if you do that. It doesn't even matter if it leads to anything. It just looks cool. So let me show you what I mean by that. You can just have your leaves surrounding this area, right? Then we actually need to go out one more. Okay, so let's add these stairs. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect or lead to anything special. Okay, just a simple staircase like this will help improve the build a lot actually. Then let's surround this with some leaves. Then let's add a support going up so that this doesn't look as if it is, you know, hanging from it. Now after that, I'm going to add some vines just to help camouflage this area a lot. And to light this up, I'm going to use soul lanterns because I think they look very lovely. Now let's add 2 right there, and I'm going to place them randomly just to light up this whole area. For the pathways, I'm going to use some stripped dark oak wood because I think dark oak wood actually, even though it is wood, it goes very well with modern builds. So I'm going to use it, and I am actually thinking of changing this with some dark oak as well. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. And unfortunately, this tree right here has to go. Okay, I am actually very happy with that. Okay, and I want to mix in some flowering azalea as well. I'm actually happy with this until this point. Now, let's move on to the house. What I want to do for this one is I'm going to use quartz again, but I don't want to make a massive house, right? It's going to be big, but it's not going to be massive. So what I need to do is I need to dig all of this out to create some space. Okay, now I'm going to have the door somewhere right here, right? So it's going to be a one white door, which is unfortunate. So this is going to be the start, right? This is going to be the main entrance. So we have two pillars right there. And then let's go back in. And this is where I actually want to start the window. So we're going to skip 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4, I'm going to add a pillar. Well, we got enough for 2. So let's repeat the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay, now we got this going on. Let's do the same on the sides twice. And then let's actually push it all the way back. And look at that, it actually fits perfectly. Now we still need to do it here. Now first, I want to build up everything 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it actually lines up with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these blocks with some stairs. And I'm going to place some upside down stairs. Now let's do the same thing over here. Okay, that looks nice. Now let's add some leaves again. Okay, now I'm going to add some cobblestone stairs, and this is going to indicate the entrance. So we're going to go back 2 blocks and then add some stairs again. And I will leave this empty because I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. Do anything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some quartz just to connect all of this. Then let's do the same thing over here, but one huge line. And let's add some stairs again. Now, one cool thing about modern builds is that it is actually quite easy to build them. They don't have a lot of shapes going like medieval designs. Modern builds have almost always very basic shapes. Okay, now once that is done, let's add 2 more stairs on the sides. Let's change this pathway with the dark oak. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some lanterns again. Okay, now I replace the floor with some stripped dark oak wood, and I will replace this wall with some quartz. Okay, that is fine as well. Now let's add some upside down stairs. For the entrance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build these 2 sides up. Yeah, I think the iron door is the best option here. So what happens if you place 3? Nothing. So I'm going to go for the iron doors. But obviously, let's add some stairs again. Okay, that looks good. Let's add our glass. Once that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily light up this area, and I will cover this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in 3 blocks from each corner. So we got 1, 2, and this is going to be the 3rd one. We got 1, 2. Let's add an additional row. And then once we're at this point, I'm going to stop and then do it one more time. Okay, now at this point, we're going to create the 2nd floor, right? So we're going to go in from this corner. Let's place these blocks first. And then I'm going to measure a distance for each of them. I'm going to have bigger windows over here. So we're going to leave it as it is. Just maybe 1 more block on this side. And 1 in the center over here. And just over here as well. Okay, let's build up everything again by 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you get the idea. We are going to repeat this all again. I'm going to decorate this as we have done for the first floor. Okay, and let's add an additional pillar in front of this and in front of this as well, just to match the design for the first floor. Okay, now that is in place, I'm going to add some regular stairs. Let's do the same over here. Okay, that looks nice as well. Now let's add some extra stairs here. Now, just to help this pop a little bit, we're going to use some carpets again. And again, I'm going to use the gray carpet for this one. Okay, that looks lovely as well. Now let's add some glass again. Okay, now that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the ceiling with some quartz. So let's add even more details. I'm going to use some buttons because I feel like buttons are a very easy way to decorate things. What I want to do is I want to cover the roof with some dark oak trapdoors. Now let's take some Deepslate and let's cover the roof. Okay, then once one row is done, I'm going to add some full blocks on the back side and I'm going to go up maybe 3 or 4 rows. I'm not sure about that. I'm just going to take a look after 2 rows just to see how it looks. Okay, now I'm going to cover this up with some Deepslate and I'm going to place it right here so that nothing can spawn on top. I'm going to divide this in 2 as well. And let's actually move in and let's start working on the interior. So we got this lovely area going. Now I'm going to start off with the obvious. We need these pillars to come down. So let's add some additional ones just to connect all of this together. And I'm going to try not to place a lot of things in front of the windows. Here, well, we can basically just build it all up. Now I will cover this up as well with full blocks. And as you can see, we do not have massive space. We have enough, but it's not the biggest house. But it's fine. I think this will work just fine. Now let's add some stairs here and some random stairs here as well. So first thing first, I'm going to build in the living room. Okay, so let's go in line with these blocks and let's add a pillar here and another one right there. Then let's take some black concrete and I will replace this. And this is going to represent a TV, a very basic TV. Just like that. Then have some iron bars. Then we're going to add another pillar. Replace this with some barrels. Then we're going to have some seats. So let's have one just in front of this and then one additional on the sides. So that we can just simply take some spruce trapdoors, place it in and open them up. And like I said, I'm going to use the soul lantern to light this up. So I'm going to place them on each pillar like this. Like I said, I want to leave the windows empty so that we have this lovely light going through. Okay, now let's divide this in 2. We're going to use this as storage. You can go for shulker boxes, but I'm going to place some chests. Here we go, a 2 wide bed actually, so let's place the black concrete. Let's add a stair on the back side. Then we need an additional pillar going up. Okay, now we got the bed. Let's build this up. Now to decorate this, I'm going to use the mangrove. Okay, we got a bedroom. Let's add the stairs. Some upside down stairs going all the way around. Okay, now let's take some bookshelves and I want to place some bookshelves as well. And I'm going to place them on the sides of the bed. If you want to, you can even add some bookshelves right here as well. And let's add some stone buttons going up. So let's decorate this wall as well. Okay, let's actually make a cooking area slash a kitchen. And to do that, I'm going to use some black concrete. Let's have the kitchen right here. Okay, so let's build this in like that. Then just underneath this, just go in. Here we go. And then let's add this. Now we can just go around this. So let's place a furnace right there. Maybe right here actually we can have 3 furnaces. Then let's add some walls going up all the way. Okay, now it is actually time to have some paintings. So I'm going to add some paintings on top of these pillars. And then let's actually add some warped buttons. So we still need to properly light up this area. So I'm going to go for the sea lanterns again. So let's add them going up on these pillars. Here we go. And it actually looks very, very nicely. Then let's add some upside down stairs just to connect these two. I can continue on decorating this the whole day, but I think it is very, very nice as it is right now. And hopefully you all enjoyed this. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Have a nice day. I'll see you the next time.